In a digital world drowning in filters, trends, and sameness, something raw is beginning to rise, a movement not shaped by algorithms or validation, but by real human experience. A movement that doesn't just flex muscle, it speaks truth. This is ink-built power. Not a phase. Not a look. But a lifestyle, raw, real, and forged in the fires of struggle. Here, tattoos aren't decoration, they're declarations. They're chapters of a personal story inked permanently into skin, worn with pride. Think about what it means to wear your scars and your strength all in one. Each tattoo is a memory. Each lift is a rebellion. Each step forward in the gym is a step away from conformity. This isn't about chasing perfection, it's about celebrating imperfection and transforming it into power. True transformation doesn't start in front of a mirror, it starts in your mindset, in your decision to reject what society tells you should be, and instead, build what you choose to become. The ink-built power movement is for those who know pain intimately and still show up. For those who don't train for applause but for freedom. For the ones who turn pain into drive, discipline into identity, and muscle into meaning. In every drop of sweat is a choice to rise. In every repetition, there's resistance, not just physical, but mental, emotional, societal. And through it all, you keep pushing. You see, this isn't about tattoos or barbells alone. It's about what they represent. Identity. Experience. Truth. The ink tells people you've survived. The muscle tells them you fought back. The discipline shows them you're not done yet. We don't wear fake smiles, we wear grit. We don't pose, we persevere. Because we're not trying to impress, we're trying to express. Let's talk about authenticity. Because in this world, being real is revolutionary. To wake up and choose your path every day, despite doubt, criticism, or fear, that's strength. To carry your truth in your body, etched in ink and built through sacrifice, that's power. You won't find these warriors in the spotlight, they're in the shadows, grinding. You won't hear them shouting, they're quiet storms, relentless and focused. They know every weight they lift isn't just about gains, it's about reclaiming their story. It's about taking control. It's about proving to themselves, and only themselves, that they are enough. That they are powerful. That they are limitless. And they don't need to conform to anyone's version of beauty, of strength, of success. Because their standard is set by their own grit. This movement is about freedom. The freedom to be different. The freedom to be intense, wild, scarred, inked, and still worthy of respect. It's not about clean aesthetics, it's about raw reality. In this world, your beard, your ink, your muscle, it all tells a story. Not a story of vanity, but of victory. Not of likes, but of legacy. There's something primal about building your body with your own two hands. Something honest. Something sacred. And when you pair that with the ink that speaks your truth, you're no longer just lifting weights. You're lifting a message. A memory. A meaning. That's what ink-built power stands for. And for those just starting, know this, you don't have to look like anyone else. You don't have to train like anyone else. All you need is the courage to be yourself and the commitment to build your version of strong. The world might not understand you, and that's okay. This movement isn't for the masses. It's for the real ones. The warriors. The outsiders. The misfits who choose self-expression over self-erasure. So if you're inked with experience and built with purpose, if you're tired of fitting in and ready to rise on your own terms, if you believe strength is more than surface level, then this is your home. This is your evolution. This is ink-built power, where identity fuels strength, where your truth becomes your transformation, where your body tells your story, and the world can't look away, not in silence, not in whispers, but in roars of untamed truth etched into skin like ancient scripture. Every line, every symbol, every bold stroke is a declaration of pain endured, of growth earned, of identity unapologetically claimed. The ink is not decoration. It's declaration. It tells the story of the warrior who refused to blend in, who chose marks over masks. It's history written in sweat and spirit. When the world questions your strength, Physically, mentally, spiritually, you don't need to raise your voice. You raise the bar. You lift the weight. You forge your answer in iron. Set after brutal set. Rep after defiant rep. The clang of metal, the calluses forming, the breath that burns like fire, that's your voice. The gym becomes your battlefield. Your rebellion is silent, but your results scream truth. It's not just a look. It's a mindset. A lifestyle. A movement born from the depths of self-awareness and sculpted with ruthless intention. The world may chase perfection through filters and fads, but you chase power through discipline and authenticity. Your body tells your story, and your soul writes every chapter through the grind. Because in a world addicted to conformity, you chose to be unfiltered, unpolished, unafraid. So let them watch. Let them stare at the tattoos they can't decode and the strength they can't deny.